Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 winternomics.
Alright, there it goes. fucking weird artifact box showed up in there. That was a weird glitch. What up? This is Odd Infinitum, bitches. I was gonna go with the mask, but then I fucking saw the face and the eyes are like fucking fire, so I went with the fucking like straight gangster. But this shit was tight too, right? I was like, damn, which one do I do? Which one do I do? But decided to give you the straight dope. What up? What up? What did Salty do? Dr. Manhattan without being Dr. Manhattan. Why are you my biggest hater? Bond redeem eternity. Pars Vital, fucking the champion to millions. Respect and shout out to Pars Vital, boy. You saving lives. Saving the station anyway. We appreciate you, man. 89 viewers. We're low on the start today, right? We've been over 100 last two shows. So, low drop off right there. Worth noting. Definitely lower start. Pars lighting it up anyway, so we appreciate you. Mao, Tiki, peace outside. Mon, appreciate everybody that threw some bits of the show to get us going. I was just saying you're not blue. Oh. Bitch, I look way hotter than Dr. Manhattan. What are you talking about right now? I was about to have to do this bitch topless fucking to figure out fucking how it's gonna get the fucking thing to be on my body, right? But all good. Whatever it takes for the art. Sound a little low. All right, let me see something here. Mic check. Check, check, check. That does seem low. Test. Mic check 1 2. You know what? My definitely not right. Check, check, check. 1 sec. All right, I should be better now, right? Check now. How's volume? Better? Sorry about that. Okay, got it. I have two different things that control sound. All right, cool. So, you guys catch Clone X After Dark? Who caught that show? What'd you guys think? I put some bombshell journalistic stuff inside that one. Not the highest reviewed show, but I got a lot of good feedback on that one. A lot of people seem to have enjoyed that. So, some crazy shit about, when you don't really know what people are doing on TV, right? But the one thing about that specific situation is there's nobody that will have all the pieces to really catch him. Like, I'm actually the person in his DM who also has a top call, who also knows him. And that's crazy, right? There's no one else that can call him a fucking liar, specifically on what he said, that he is hiding information to actually benefit people in the position he's sitting in, while leveraging his position to benefit himself. That's generally what's going to happen with most people when you get in a position like that. Corruption is, it's a hard thing for most people to fight when they're given power like that. But, if he's not the exception, then everybody in that network's suspect. And the positions that they have to fucking push people into billions of dollars, funnel billions of dollars into various assets that they can, have parties that are in beneficial positions for. I mean, that's just, it's addictive to have that power for them. Pages of memos. Cool. I'm glad you guys got some stuff out of that. Journalism as it should be, right? Just fucking like the straight fucking dope, What am I seeing here again? 1 sec. Okay. Crypto Man ran all his followers off a cliff. That's a good one. But it's definitely worth noting, like when you look at that, and people are going to those stations to get valuable ideas to fucking direct capital for their families and stuff. And it's like these people are abusing their position. They're abusing people. It's fucking gross. And when you realize, there are stories about people committing suicide at the bottom of Terra Luna, that's not a one-off. How many bear markets have these people led people to their deaths in? It's actually crazy. Holy shit! Is that crocodile? And what is an AED? Is that like a Turkish lira? Can I check space pods? Oh man, let me see if I can get my stupid fucking NFT charts to work. That was so wrecked on the last show. I wanted to do some NFT stuff the other night, and like nothing would fucking work while I was trying to load that show up. That was one of the reasons I was getting on late. Like everything in the world went wrong trying to start that fucking show, dude. It was so, oh my god, don't fucking tell me you locked me out again, you piece of shit. Right before this, fucking 1 sec. I've had such a never-ending nightmare with some of these sites. All right, let me try the other site. I got one. I got a backup site. Don't you fuck me. Be working. Web3, fuck my life. Ta-da. All right, I got it. All right, yeah, we could take a look at that guy. Oh geez, what did I do? Don't move. 1 sec. Okay. Let me turn this off. Trying to fix something. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. All right, I think I got it. How do I maximize this stupid shit? I just fucking got this and I can't figure it out. All right, I guess I can't. All right, we'll get over there. So, all right, we'll get to some stuff like that. UAE currency, I never knew that. Well, shout out Crocodile, appreciate the tip, sir. Tomas. Crazy show, you guys must have fucking destroyed some shit. So that's always good. So the pump's still going, pretty wild, pretty strong. Pretty hard to participate in too if you're not already in it from somewhere else, you know. I know a lot of you guys day scalp, but like for anybody who's looking at this from any kind of other resolution, this is aggravating as fucking shit to see the market just stay up here. And we talked about, like, you know, we knew we'd probably counter off of boats and coke, and the thing we want to see is how deep do we counter. If we're going to squeeze more, we probably don't pull back enough to give anybody a chance to feel like it's cheap enough to get themselves involved, and then rotate a bull flag pretty shallow one. If it pulls back too much, it's probably going to fucking trick people into it and just go down way deep and flush them back out again before it comes out. So right now it's like we have like the first, you know, a shallow type of pullback, a much stronger kind of squeeze, and a lot of people caught on the outside of it. So we'll take a look at that also in a sec. He said it's a dollar pegged currency. The lira jokes are too good though, man, because that's just actually crazy. But I did not know that the UAE was dollar pegged, actually. Interesting. Saudi is too, right? Or Saudi Real still dollar pegged? I don't know if they still are. So let me get some stuff up here. So let's look at some crypto things off the bat. Not that one. So here's our graph we did in the last, did we do this last night? It was last night or the day show, one of them. So we're doing the bull flag projection. I think it was the morning show, right? So look for a counter structure here now, and the rotation from it looks pretty fucking quick, right? He didn't even do a flag of this resolution. He looks like unless he turns down from here, you know, he looks like he's actually rotated a much steeper fucking flag. Like, you know, within there. It's like, oof, that's pretty tight. So can he still keep going? Yeah. I mean, it's got gas under it. He gets above boats and coke. Remember, boats and coke is not the biggest level in the world, so he wasn't much protection on the way down. Troll party is a big level on the way down. Boats and coke, if he gets above it, though, will act as like, you know, a break level also, and probably give him gas to the upside. Again, I tell you guys watch ETH BTC, because this motherfucker means that, like, how good is this projection? That wasn't bad. Remember I told you, pay attention with this structure down there? Pretty bizarre projection, but like, yeah, that's the kind of shit that can happen in the cross market. So that's a pretty good rotation. And that means that ETH really got the gas on this fucking move on the upside, right? So ETH's been fucking going fucking completely haywire. Let me grab ETH's other chart. All right, so East bull flag, not shallow, not deep at all, right? We gave him a possibility of tracking backwards, but he's gone rotated right on top of it. This kind of thing, like, you know, like I said, when you're like pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, and it's like really scary. A lot of people want to try to, like, you know, catch the pullback. And the safer thing when you have this kind of gas is likely, you know, like just like you see from the trenches down here, right? In general, you want to see, like, if it's really strong, it'll leave the system and it'll stay the fuck out of it, you know? And just like this, like, let's stay the fuck out of it. And this is kind of like the safer thing. That just shows how strong it is. You know, if he's kind of choppy on the top, that's kind of not a good sign. But when you're in this kind of gas, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, this is, you know, all kinds of recipes for like getting caught in a 2B or something like that, and having a much bigger structure up here, catching a bigger pullback if that's what it's going to do. But like, just as a, you know, a rule of thumb, to participate in something that's this fucking long-winded, right? Like, it's you need to have a really well-defined risk on this stuff, because, you know, it'll end badly when it does, because eventually somebody's going to FOMO and be like, I have to get into ETH, and then they're going to get caught in something really fucking vicious. Looking at this guy, like I said, you know, last night's show, for me, a good target area for this guy to make sense is like getting up to like at least this area. This is like your last really good level on the way down. Real good gas remove, like, you know, pushing up into here at the 17 maybe minimum, but like 18 seems like a fair number for it to get to. So definitely keeping eyes on that. A lot of green, and you guys don't see a lot of people happy about it, so not a lot of people benefited from this. And you know, what you're watching for now in the flip of sentiment is that people fucking shit themselves to find a way in, you know, and that would be our cue to fucking back the fuck up. Yeah, the space theme, it's kind of like, oh, I have a funny feeling I need that phone call. Hang on a second.
Welcome to WinternomicsTV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4.
Sorry about that. I got to vacate this place for emergency oral surgery when I leave. Having a serious problem right now. All right, sorry, lost track of my shit. What was I saying again? Right, sentiment-wise online, we're looking to see people fucking like be bullish and say they're back in again, and no one's really saying that. People miss the trench and they're looking for like a discount big enough to feel like they can get involved. And as long as that sentiment's there, it allows you to keep marking up until they say, fuck it, give it to me. And then as far as we are, that would be the blow off of that, and you get a bigger counter structure that fucking flushes that guy out. So I think Boats and Cook is still a good line in the sand to watch. You know, BTC gets above that. He's not the strongest guy looking at ETH BTC and stuff like that, but he gets above that level. He doesn't have anything. If you remember coming down from the Grandma Shockwave, there's really no kind of volume or interactions between 24 and 29. We have a big bear flag in there, and that's where your congestion is. The bear flag that was under Grandma that brought us down here, you know, pumping into that probably slows him back down. And then if the cross market stays strong, then you watch guys like ETH and Atom and stuff like that. You guys brought up Atom on the show the other day. Atom's chart is, nope, not that one. That wasn't the one we want to talk about either. We talked about Atom ETH. Atom ETH, we talked about like watching this because he's inside OnlyFans and watching this guy. And then Atom USD, I know somebody brought up, I can't remember who. Right, and I said he's in a bear flag, but bear flags are made of bull flags. And if you guys watched it, right, this was like last week, I think we talked about it, and Atom rotated out, along with his strength in everybody. It's like a whole ton of shit flying. You guys had also asked about Matic. We talked about Matic. We said, you know, this guy was interesting to where he crashed. The only level he had to hold up on. We covered this guy when he was about 50 cents, I think. 53 cents on the show, we covered him. We covered him when he was down somewhere in this thing. So he came right out and said this is what his possible move could be, pump right out, and then he could have a counter that actually kills everybody that is up here and then fucking, you know, turn around again. So these are like some incredible rotations if you look at what's really happened in some of these downward trajectories. Definitely worth noting. If there becomes any kind of counter structure, I still think this is actually a possible thing you see, right? If there has to be a flush to catch anyone who goes late FOMO in this, it'll go down deep enough to make them think it's all happening again. That's what it's going to take to shake them back out. So, you know, that's something to be aware of if we see FOMO come into the market and we see people go, okay, fucking, it's off to the races again. So just sentiment things right there. Y'all better have some fucking serious fucking scorecards by now. Oh, how many of you guys participated in that crazy mint yesterday with the AR hoodies? How fucking crazy was that shit? We had to all, as a community, learn to fucking hack the fucking contract to even get them. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Those things were wild. That was a wild mint yesterday. What a pain in the ass. Boo. Has a reset filter. Ears got wrecked. My bad. Yeah, that's a fly hoodie. I agree. That thing's fire. So shout out to everybody who got a couple of those fuckers figured out yesterday. That was fucking difficult, man. But yeah, thanks for the IT support in the community figuring out how to get those things minted. Was it that loud? My bad, my bad. I didn't mean to kill you guys with that. I thought that beat was kind of cool. So let's check out some war stories and get to like a macro closeout since it gets you guys on and popping. So what did you guys put in here for me? Oh, so we got a bunch. My biggest win so far and a question about risk management. This is Idio Simon. Did you write me a book? After about a week of getting stopped out of positions, including the SPY, gapping down past my stop loss overnight, minus 2.5 hours, I was feeling pretty demotivated. However, being in Discord and trying to stay more active than I usually do helped me remember that silence is death. Last week, before I took a long weekend vacation, I managed to pull a 0.9R on the SPY before my flight, before playing on this CPI announcement and dildo rules after the gap down. After coming back from vacation, this is a chart, right? I got you. Okay, so you played a gap down and you bought this guy. What an incredible stop you have here. I wonder how you determined where you put this. Okay, let's see what else you wrote. Last week on my long vacation, I managed to pull that. After coming back from the vacation and missing a few streams, I wanted to continue playing in order to not stay complacent, even if it meant getting stopped out again. What? I wanted to continue playing in order to not stay complacent, even if it meant getting stopped out again. Okay, that is really terrible logic. Do not play and just say, well, it doesn't matter if I get stopped out. Like, I hope you're not going in with a plan to be stopped out just so you are playing. That's a gambler, so don't do that. Kaz exercised caution on his streams given the high amount of viewers since the SPY was recently gapping up on a large number of people wanting to participate. In addition to the VIX and UVIXI forming a bull flag, I decided I wanted to take the less crowded trade and take a short position. Sounds good. Since I'm not exactly comfortable yet buying shorts on my trading platform, I instead bought into the SQQQ as a proxy to that short, to short the SPY. That's a good idea. Indeed, the SPY fell, and as I found myself getting greedy and the SPY approaching the 381 level Kaz mentioned on the show, I thought it was a good place to get out because I was getting greedy and 381 was a good place for a bounce. So I exited position netting about 4.2 Rs, really nice, which is my biggest win so far. This is in addition to the 0.09 win, really solidified the idea and continue to participate and play as long as your wins return more than your losses. Very nice. Another bottom catch, okay. That stop makes more sense. Well, that stop you would have had to place before you knew where the low was. So I wonder how you determine where your stops are when you're going in. Because if you got this guy where it looks like you placed it on the open, you didn't know where that was. So if you put it after the fact and you're moving your stops around kind of arbitrarily, that's dangerous. Here, you don't have any way to define where you put this stop at. So I'm not sure how you're doing it, but that's probably worth some exploration before you get yourself in trouble. Now for my question. I remember Cass saying the amount you risk per trade should be constant, otherwise it's just gambling. Okay, this is important. I realize this, and I always set my risk to 1%. However, this time I thought the structure of the SQQ made sense to risk down the bottom of the previous wick that day. which was a 1.5% risk for me. And I was a few cents short of getting stopped out in this time. Ideally, should I have kept my risk at 1% and waited for a better entry in the structure to match where I thought my stop loss should be? As mentioned by others in the Discord, I need to go through the starter videos and better understand how to define risk and other trading structures. So we'll be taking advantage of no stream until Wednesday to continue doing that. Thank you, Kaz and Eco, for all the hard work and support. It's extremely rewarding to read over all the older trades in the journal and see how I am becoming more objective and how my trading and psychology is evolving. Okay, so pretty important thing. So you're defining your risk at like 1% movement of the asset you're trading. I think that's what you're doing. Like this is to say, just to make it easy, if you're risking like, $50 a trade, and that's whatever percentage of your overall bankroll that you want to lose per trade. If you have a different structure, if the structure is $1 on the stock, or if it's 15 cents, you're going to, in order to lose $50, you're going to adjust your shares or your amount of coins accordingly. So it's not that you need 1% movement on the asset, whatever you're on, and you need to figure out like it needs to be the right size to fit into 1% movement equaling the right amount of loss for you. You need to actually scale the amounts you want to win or lose to the structure. Does that make sense? I don't know if he's here this morning, but yeah, you want to lose like I said, you want to lose $50 in a point, then you take 50 shares, right? And if you're gonna like want to lose $50 in 2 points, then you take 25 shares. So it just depends on the risk structure. You just want to lose the same amount of money every time you take a shot at it, but you don't need the size of the pullback to be a certain size. You need the risk structure and the amount of shares you take to make sure you are losing the same thing every time you place your trade. So yeah, I think he had some confusion in that. So I think it looked like weird how he was projecting that stop on the first one down. That's probably what he was doing. He's just like a percent of the price of the asset, and I think he mixed that up. So hopefully when you watch this, that makes sense. At that speed, I'm never going to finish these stories. Hold on. Let me see what the next one is. Where'd the skeleton crew go? What a nerd. This is Burger, or Salty. What is this? Where'd the skeleton crew go? With the sentiment of the sudden disappearance of the skeleton crew, was able to find the short on Monday. Could have closed out at end of day for a few extra hours, but was comfortable holding the free roll, or was comfortable holding free roll overnight. Stopped out in the early morning, aggressive with my stop management in pre-market, and missed the first re-entry, but managed to get back in for the big move. Awesome. 6 hours down. Yeah, overnight's tricky. And 1.5 -1, and then stayed with it, and boom, caught a fucking monster yesterday. Chop shop on the opening yesterday, and then went fucking rip. So that's fucking fire. Down and up again. Love it, man. Good stuff, Burger. Fucking on those futures, tearing some ass. This is minute draw. Ooh, that's a good looking chart down there, boy. Trend trader. Evolution of plan, box range and flag. All right, let's see how you lay this out. Box range and flag above. Box range and flag above box plan was a take, leave of flag. And this is, I don't know what this is at 12,000. So he gave us 2 projections for leaving the flag, and he got a rotation up. Entered break of flag pre-market. Oh, okay, and that's this play 2.89. This one is check the VIX, seen there was a bear flag and NAS had a bull flag. Oh, okay, same play. Results had planned for 2.9 and got even though it went on to pump more, I stuck to plan. Only tracked 2 tickers, ETH and NAS. Hit rate has been much better since, and pulling the trigger been much easier. Keep it simple, stupid. After going through my journal, I found that I have an average of 4 Rs. 1% better every day. Love the Mooncat color scheme. That's what's up. All right. I can't put colors on the Mooncat, but I love the color scheme too. So good shit. Good war story. Pretty simple, right? It's good to help some of you guys with your planning and stuff. I told some people here, check that stuff out, learn how to plan. This is Tiki Akamiki. July 18th, July 19th for all you Europeans that don't know how to write your dates properly. Utilizing the info from Dust Till Dawn stream, and Dickie Doo managed to grab 69 fucking R's on the micro ES. That is ridiculous. Monday, then using the same Dickie Doo rules, Tuesday managed to grab another 10 R's. Thank you so much, Kaz and Director Vale, for all the intel and content you provide makes this possible. That is beast, bro. Look at that. That's his wrist structure up there. He got a point on it. That's fucking incredible. Great short. And this one is, I think it's the same ES, right? Insane. Literally insane. That is beast mode play. Steve's man moving up. Moved up to futures now. Killing it. Who dis? What a ride. What up, Jan's here. If you're running short on time, do me the next time. You bitch ass. You already know. This is all right. I can fit it in. Man, what a ride it's been so far. After joining Discord and participating over the last month, a lot of things have changed. I see charts completely different and way more mechanical play based on my stats that I keep in my journal and became way more consistent. I've enjoyed the company of all the active people in the eco last month and really appreciate the place. We have a good convos, the craziest epiphanies, and can chill and have a laugh with everyone at the same place. It's became a normal habit and part of my life to just be in the Discord and being voiced almost every day. That's what's up. Participation makes the dream work, right? So after a few months of studying the materials, testing things, trying things, and making trades, I now have a way more conviction in my plays and plays based on data that I've gathered in my journal that tell me things like my average RR of a trade at max potential, average wins that I actually take, and way more. Based on that, it became clear that I was taking profit too early. I mostly had 2 to 4 R plays and was missing lots of runners. After testing different things with free roll and studying plays on Reddit and wins in the channel, I got the conviction on 3 plays and have results of 34 Rs combined within those 3. Awesome. I played the same structure in both ETH and BTC. After the Troll X Shockwave and Darth Maul, I also played a bull flag higher in the rotation of BTC to bang out 2 plays there. ETH and BTC went up more after my last take profit, but based on how euphoric I was after having my best week like that, I moved my stops up pretty high to lock in the rest of the trade and got stopped out in what became just a small structure. Again, thanks to the whole eco that actively participates, especially Kaz and Vicky, on how to lead us the way insanely accurate, and how you shape continuously improve the eco and show. I really appreciate and enjoyed the journey and can't wait for more. Down here are the plays posted BTC. One has one with both plays and one is the smaller time frame play on its own. So that's Diesel. Wow, you're detailed. Very good, man. Look at that. That's pretty clean. Look where that one's at down there. Holy cow. That's a beast mode play on ETH. That is the low rotation. He's in from fucking real deep. All the way, he held that all the way up here. Pretty sick, right? He ran to his free rolls. He did some cutting. Really good shit. An incredible play, man. This is your BTC troll party. Same flag. Yeah, you play the same shit out. Wow. Monster fucking rotations, boy. You got your bull flag rotation game on point. I like that. And this is your BTC small structure play. Very nice. Look at that. 4R first cut. 14 Rs, 15 Rs. That's ridiculous. So, dude, that's as good as it gets right there. Very nice. So, probably have to stop after that one and then probably continue scorecards the next show. But I like having a surplus of scorecards. It's always better. You know, what just happened there? This one's pretty short. 907. I'll come back to this one because I need to have time to look at it. So we'll stop there. Very good. A surplus of scorecards. I dig that. Way better. That's what I want to see. That's some good shit. So again, for anybody who's new, you can literally use War Stories and the beginner playlist that we have, the starter pack inside YouTube, and you can train yourself to trade. You don't have to pay anybody to tell you some fucking bullshit. You can just do it yourself, a little trial and error, put some effort into it, and you'll get there. You know, that's what the show's built around. I don't shill you stuff or anything like that. You know, we're just analysts that tell you like what we think the puzzle's trying to say. I did want to show you this, you know. So I put this up this morning in the channel. I thought this is really good. Like look at this. How do I get this to be? All right. Guys. One, he's wrong all the fucking time. But what do you think this person is trying to get you to do? You see this fucking garbage? You spot the difference? We don't do hype. You know, it's actually kind of gross to us, but like, I mean, it's a business. Like I said, if people didn't want to be lied to, there wouldn't be guys like Rand in the marketplace. It's not kind of obvious he's fucking people in the ass, you know. It's really disgusting when you look at it. Like, it's all fear-based, emotion-driven shit he's doing, you know, to suck people in. And they're just fucking ruining people's lives. This is the face of a fucking criminal. Do you trust anything? Do you trust that motherfucker? Do you trust that messenger? Eco's been killing it, yeah, man. Eco's been on fire. So if you've been active, you've been killing it, you know, congrats. Well, good job in following fucking directions. Just stay active, right? That's all he really is, because that's the scarce trade in the room. Most people are not active. That's how simple that is too, right? You don't exactly know why you need to be active. All you know is most people aren't taking that trade, right? The bulk of people will sit there and make their own decisions about things they're completely ignorant about. Those are dummies. At the end of the day, right? I didn't have to tell you any other reason. Just be active, because most people will not. In a zero-sum system, if there's utility to the action, you will beat those people who are on the other side of the trade, period. So why you need to be active? There's things that come along with it. It's a fundamental to the trade of behavior that leads you to make the trade that most people won't. You have to pay attention to information most people won't see, and that level of activity feeds into all kinds of other things. So congrats to everybody who has been active and who's followed that and who's seen results, you know, from it. So good shit. So it's 9:10. I'm gonna haul ass and do the rest of the macro. We went over crypto kind of like at length there in the very beginning. So let's take a look at some stuff right now, and then we'll knock it out. So BTC, this is, which chart is this? How's it doing that? Okay. Well, we'll start with SPY. Let's just start where we start. So we're dealing with in the morning, epic fucking pump. Wow. So on this projection here, right, we should look back a little bit. So on the way down, we had this projection. We had like a wave down situation projection. If you remember this, right, we're looking for a flag back. And then, you know, we had this potential bear flag. We had a larger projection. Coming down like a wave like this, right, flag back, this could be a bear flag. Always keep that in your back of your mind. I know I keep saying it's like you have obviously an inverse crash cycle here, you know, climax low and a complacency and a pump that way. But keep in mind, right, that this pump, you know, this what is a rising series of bull flags is the structure of what a bear flag is made of. So we always keep that in the back of our mind so we don't end up full tilt. There's no chance of it, because that when everyone gets to that same thought process is when we're all in trouble. We had talked about Starbucks on here, right? And Starbucks, pretty awesome play on this guy. Right, this is still a bear flag, even though it's a series of bull flags, right? Tesla, we talked about Tesla earnings, so there was Tesla, did the crazy thing that we said was possible, and he blew right up through this level. I think I did this in a prep call. I think I might have done some prep, but you guys here, I'll turn this off. What we talked about, like him getting out of this box range down low was what you're watching, right? He loaded like just a corked up loaded shockwave, and then a big catalyst coming in, and there was just a little bit of negative sentiment on him too, especially what's going on the lawsuit, and like, you know, even some of his big bulls had turned bearish on him. So now he's out of this thing, right? We're getting the full vacating of the structure we said that, you know, ETH and BTC had already led. That wasn't happening yet in crypto, right? These guys had already been out. So now we're seeing Tesla come out of there, and we have the SPY coming out of that kind of same bottoming structure, and we have the Qs still coming out of that bottoming structure, right? And there's the Qs. Last time we talked about the Qs, right? He held the projection of what I said it could be a bear channel. We had a bull flag and said it could be a bear channel too, but he can hold the trajectory, and he did. He's rotated up now, and so you've got like this gas pedal move that he's doing also. Pretty extended, and one of the targets, like, you know, for like basically ETH, when you look at ETH, we talked about him, is this area right here, right? This is, look at this, this is June 9th through like the end of May. Well, the Qs have actually made it to that area, that same area. This is June 9th, right? End of May. So this is the same shockwave we've got on ETH right there. That is our target area for ETH. The Qs have made it to that area. So that's your first caution, is that the Qs have made it to an area that definitely has enough congestion to slow it down. If the market keeps pressing, then tech might slow down, allow some other guys to play catch up. But this is also, worrisome for growth assets. If he's here first, right, and he slows down and everything corrects, then that's a problem. But definitely want to pay attention to this. He could push higher up into it, which would allow other people to follow up into it, because SPY is nowhere near it, right? The SPY, this is the same area for the SPY. SPY is a million miles away from this, and this has to do with the correction in energy. Is one of the sides of like in the S&P that's not in the Qs. The diamonds, you look at him, he's nowhere near that either, right? That same area is up here. So you look at the structure that we said it was on, crypto. We're seeing this try to leave, and it's just now doing it. So we've got a gap in industrials, and like we just said, tech is basically plowed into a heavy volume area. So we can see it. Qs are negative on the morning pre-market. S&P is negative on market pre-market. It's the industrials now that have room to move as they go through this gap. So Qs in a cloud of shit, diamonds not in a cloud of shit. Might be a rotation in the market today, because now people are staring at high flyers like Tesla, like the Apples, like AMDs, right? These guys have everybody's attention. We talked about these on the show a while ago, right? These guys now went fully fucking flying. And if everyone goes chasing this shit, the guys are not looking at like fucking maybe a Boeing, or see who's moving over here, Disney. God damn it. These guys are coming out of the depths, and probably no one's really staring at these things. So if the market has strength on the industrial side and doesn't just do an outright pullback, there's probably some other spots to start looking now outside of the main popular stocks. Some stuff that we've seen moving that most people aren't looking like Etsy and these guys, they look like they've bottomed out. We talked about PayPal. We talked about he could rotate, and he's coming out of a crazy rotation. These guys are in the depths of hell. There's some really crazy stocks that are doing some crazy rotations out of the depths of hell. Back onto the industrial side of things, CSX. Let me see, super strong things like this freight. Showing you here a major level for CSX to hold. We drew out before it actually held it. We didn't draw it far enough, but that was a level we said to pay attention to in CSX. This is some of these railroad guys, huge counter structure in CSX now, and a humongous recoil like that. So there is strength in other parts of the markets to definitely check out. So VIX things still tracking lower. And so our last flag we drew for you guys, right? It's pretty crazy looking, but yeah, he did it again, right? Bear flag, and you saw somebody use this in their scorecard. Stevie D's monolith killer level is actually significant, because that guy, it acted like a great swing level, right? That level came from back in here, and it was a great level. So the VIX coming into this day, this is a sentiment level. As you guys have been watching the show for a while, these are pretty powerful levels. I'd pay attention to the interaction on the VIX on this level specifically today and see what happens. We're pretty powerful while it's down. And with the Qs where they are, it's at least a cautionary fucking tale, right? Dollar index to get to engage on this if there's any possible strength of dollar. So this is good, right? Dollar's good to watch. If the dollar's going to give us a lead on fucking there being more strength, we just have to watch this really perfect box range he set up for us. If he breaks upwards out of this, he'll effectively make a version of what we just saw, a low recoil, and then he'd do that would be bad. So he would basically probably create this move would go with the VIX bouncing. So I would pay attention to this guy and just see what he does in this box range. If he gets a blip out of here and caves in again, it's a larger bull flag and more time for us to push higher. So we're just correcting from this, right? And we have to see how big is this going to be. That's all we're really watching. So that's VIX, DXY, BTC, E-things, some name stocks. Yeah, I think that covers it. That's everything we want to talk about, right? Not worth covering right now. No. You check if anything else I want to talk about there. I think that was it. All right, USD.T. Let's check him. USDT.D. I hate that fucking symbol's name. It's the worst. All right, so through this swing level, very important to pay attention to. We talked about this before. If you looked at this is a huge trigger to pay attention to. It gets under it. If he stays under there, it definitely allows for more push inside of fucking crypto, right? Further this goes, the more of a crash cycle this becomes, the bigger it gets, the better for crypto it is. And so you get an idea of what kind of emotions are fucking inside this fucking climax, right? This is Armageddon level shit. Even Tesla fucking sold, 85% of Bitcoin, right? When we talked about CT, you're putting people on the wrong side down there. Rand's putting people on the wrong side down there. Elon's dumping down there. That is what you guys are the counterparties of. You are literally on the other side of the entire fucking planet, Elon Musk included. Now that's some badass shit. Don't you think? I think so. All right, so we're at 9:18. I have like 2 minutes because I fucking always get to this time now. I'm having such hell getting these things off the ground. All right, I'll go as fast as I can. I didn't know what the question was down there. I can't find what you guys were asking. Oh, what's he saying? Ether NFTs. I don't know. I've lost track of the combo, what you guys are saying. I can't see what the question was. Elon says no one can predict markets. Whatever you say. Okay, well, Burger's got you. I think he's telling you some good shit. So let me see what symbols you got. ABBV, XPEV, JKS. Oh, somebody asked a space pod question. I wanted to get some NFT charts in here, so I'm gonna go start with that first. I saw that in the very beginning. So, oh shit. Well, forgot to plug the power in on 13%. That's not smooth. I'll make it. No worries. So this is a chart site I use also. This guy's pretty good. So this is space pods, but this is basically the on cyber community. So this is the only really good graph you can get of space pods. So what you see trading in here is space pods and lofts and everything else, right? Inside of it. So you kind of have like basically have to look at the range of like the whole. It's like a basket of assets for on cyber. So if you're gonna graph space pods, this is probably the closest you can get to graphing it by graphing Cyber Factory. Right? If you're gonna graph a monolith, that's different. These are easier to graph. You can graph the monolith as just one homogeneous asset, right? You can see its base. With space pods, this is a little different. Like to graph this guy is not actually very easy. So with this dude, you need to probably put on all of this, and what you have to look at inside of space pods is there's a range, right, of stuff trading. So these are the lower tier assets of on cyber. This is a little tricky when you look at this, right? The stuff trading up here is like, you see it, they're different like tiers of assets. So there's where the pods are. The pods are trading around 0.72 right now. This is what's trading in the center. These are some outlier pods on the bottom. So pretty much where your market is around 90 to 72, right? You guys are probably like, what the fuck is this? Anyways, this is the only way you can actually look at something like space pods. Probably the best thing you can do when you're looking at these guys right now, because it is a clusterfuck like that, is look at like the overall, on cyber market, the overall artifact market, right? And they all structurally look quite alike. This entire, you can turn this off now so you get an idea. So do I have drawing on here is not the greatest. Come on, you motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, drawing on this thing sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. So this little area you see down here, I'm trying to do my best to outline it. That little area is like your low consolidation. We did another show with a different chart. We showed you like 5 was like your range on the monolith. This little range, it's pretty hard to get a box on this thing, dude. I'm sorry. Can I get a fucking shape, maybe? Fuck my life. Yeah, that little range you're watching on the low range accumulation right now, there's a pod burn coming. You're pretty down in the dumps with this thing. I think just looking at it, zoom out. All right, is there a bull flag there? Yeah, there is. We need a good catalyst on it right now. I would say, like, you're looking at, don't worry, I'll make it. Power wise, I'll make it. All right, that's what you're looking at. Do my best to draw on it. It's very tough. I'm sorry. Trying to get us better charts for NFTs for the show, So like that's kind of what I think you're seeing, and whether we hold this low range, I think kind of look at like this little area here. Let's see if I can turn this into a better color or something. Oh, you motherfucker! Come on, really killing me. Fuck, took everything out. Fuck my life. Oh my god. That's your support zone. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry guys, holy shit. It's not user friendly. Oy vey. One sec, I'm fixing this. It's done 9:23. Damn it, it's taking the whole time. So like, you've got that range, and you've got like kind of like this system down here, like where we bull flagged and rotated through. This is pretty much like do or die here. You've got a catalyst coming. You've got a decent support zone. If there's any place for this thing to find stability, I think it is here. I think you know, if Artifact gets rolling, you know, with their roadmap dropping things behind us, and we do get to the fucking like, you know, house, that is probably, you know, it's flushing people right now. All the attention's on the hoodie and on the clones and on like animation, and the house burn is gone to the background. So I think if that comes back out and they say, hey, the house burns back on again, it'll be a decent pop catalyst once people realize that you're going to consume the supply of these guys. So I do think it's in a bull flag. I know I fucking deleted it. Sorry, this is my best try. I'm trying to give you guys fucking like a decent chart for this thing. But right now, if there's any kind of like, you know, accumulation areas, this huge pump that happened in here, like, you know, was basically fueled by people that had accumulations all throughout this. So this is any area for it to find support. It's really back in this same ETH range it's been bouncing from. So yeah, that's your space pod high def chart. ABBV. Cool, right? Better charts. So we'll have a couple more projects we can get to that we couldn't chart before. ABBV we had on the show. Wow, pretty epic. What was this thing again? Pharmaceuticals. Oh, he did fucking crazy shit. So right now he sits up here. There's a whole lot of pharma guys I think are worth probably paying attention to. That looks pretty good. It's super high up here, but he stays up here. You know, you let him structure out whatever he's going to structure. And, you know, he could track back just as much and then come fully out of that again. But if he stays fully free and clear this high up in the system, I think that's pretty good. Watching guys like Sega for monkeypox too. Right, this guy definitely looks worth paying attention to. Where is that, Sega? I think so, but I have a better chart for that. Why does it look so bad? Oh no, I have Sega over here. This is my own chart. Yeah, Sega. I think this guy is definitely interesting to watch, right? This guy looks like monkeypox is around the corner. Just looking at this guy, he looks like fucking a Wall Street bet stock right now. So I think that guy should stay on your radar too in the world of pharma shit. I've used up all my time. Sorry guys, it's 9:26. Be responsible, go do another one. I'd like to have gotten to these. My fault, but hopefully you guys got a lot of stuff to pay attention to. Director Vale's on my ass. So yeah, we're done right there. But thanks again for joining the show. I'm sorry it was a late start. I'm gonna do my best to try and get some of this production, you know, moved up so I can get all the artwork done fast enough to get off the air faster. It's definitely running too close to the bell, and my battery's gonna shut the show off. So good luck today, motherfuckers. Happy Friday. You guys stay safe. Don't give back your kick-ass wins from the fucking trenches. You know, if you're gonna try to play continuations on this stuff, it is bullish as fuck. You know, just be careful. And if we stay strong and we clear boats and cokes in the weekend, you know, we can have a crypto weekend. So good luck to everybody. Catch you motherfuckers on the flip. Peace.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome.